when it comes to the issues, they are handled on both sides of the pond, both media conglomerates, almost exactly the same way. And it's no surprise to me, considering that at least one person does own quite a few networks on both sides of the pond.
This is an issue of how media and government portrays and treats its most vulnerable and most voiceless, because that's an issue for everyone, because it's how it's going to treat everyone else the moment it thinks it can get away with it.
We as millennials have the one thing that no other generation has had, and that is the most powerful communication medium ever devised, ever.
The really true amazing thing, I guess, for our community is how Indigenous communities are harnessing social media to make sure those stories are getting told.
And mainstream media knows that, because where's one of the first places that they go to try and find sources? Twitter.
A lot of the stories that have broken internationally at the moment wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for social media.
Actually, now you can't underestimate the power of social media. Like, I know quite a lot of people who've become relatively well-known writers literally through Twitter.
As long as the social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter and those things, ever since their inception and how fast people realise the power inherent to them, we've seen a massive clamping down and I guess buying out of these companies by certain vested interests.
When I think about what Martin Luther King Jr., the side that most people don't really talk about is how anti-capitalist he was. If we have an opportunity now, especially in the information age, where we can curate our own spaces and we don't have to play by the rules.
There is something about the need for people to go to websites and be attracted by sensationalist headlines, so clickbait, if you like, that drives this kind of racialised narrative.
And I think it's really important when we're talking about alternative media about what narratives we're choosing as individuals on our own timelines with our friends, what were things we're choosing to speak about and show. Over the summer, I remember my timeline was filled with viral videos of Philando Castile and Alton Sterling when they were murdered in America. I refused to watch any of these videos. Instead of showing an image on my timeline or a video on my timeline of those narratives, I chose to show an image of Serena Williams, who won her 7th Wimbledon title this summer. And it was the first image I had seen all summer of a black body on the ground in joy and not in death.
It is time to stop playing by the rules, and it is time to basically do what we do best, and that's what we do unapologetically.